And remember guys, if your sole focus on training is calisthenics, meaning all you do is body weight training, and that doesn't mean I'm excluding weighted work, right? Weighted sets, obviously is still calisthenics, it's still body weight training with load.
Line them up, knock them down, yeah. They said it was a grind. They said it takes time, yeah, I know. I guess they weren't lying. Every time I try to climb, they cut the rope. I fell straight to the bottom, got problems, I don't really wanna talk about them, no. I've been down this road too many times to be afraid. I close my eyes when I walk down it.
What's going on YouTube? You're back with the Prez. We're in the home gym today, and today I'm gonna be bringing you chest-focused muscle building workout. Listen, this is gonna be very simple and very effective. All you guys are gonna need is basically two pieces of equipment. You're gonna need a dip bar, and I'm gonna be setting up my dip attachment right here. And then you guys are gonna need either a pair of gymnastic rings or just the floor, right? Because we're gonna be doing two movements. One of the movements is gonna be a push-up variation and then a dip variation. We're gonna be working on strength and hypertrophy here, guys. So we're gonna be hitting two main movements, 10 total sets, 5 sets of each exercise, and I'm gonna be showing you strength work and then hypertrophy work. So, like I said, two pieces of equipment, all you're gonna need is a dip bar and either rings or the floor for push-ups. Now you guys are gonna wanna make the push-ups hard enough where you're falling in that 6 to 15 rep range, right? So we really want to work hypertrophy rep range for push-ups. That's why I'm going to use the rings. But if I was doing on the floor, I would do them with a vest on or throw some weight on my back so I can stay working in that 6 to 12 rep range. And again, if body weight reps is all you can catch in that 6 to 15 rep range, then body weight will be effective for you, right? Then it should be also effective for the dips. So I'm going to be doing strength work for dips, working in that lower volume 1 to 5 rep range, and then hypertrophy 6 to 15 rep range on ring push-ups. So I'm going to show you guys a full muscle building chest workout. And remember, you guys should be hitting your chest 2 minimum times a week, up to 3 times ideally, right? That's why every session we're hitting about, let's just say 10 to 12 sets today. Let's just say we hit 10 to 12 sets in the next chest session, and then 10 to 12 in the next chest session of the week. That's over 30 total sets. If you were doing a chest workout straight on one day, there's no way you would even be hitting 30 productive sets. And now you're able to hit 30 productive sets because every session you're only hitting 5 to 10 sets total for the muscle group, and every set is extremely effective. So guys, we're gonna hit a band warm up, which I'm not gonna show you. I showed you guys that 100 times. But we're also gonna get into a dip warm up, just doing 2 sets to get our body acclimated to the load that we're gonna be lifting for the weighted dips. Remember, warm up should be specific to the movements you guys are doing. So I'll see you guys the first warm up set. Remember, like I said, you want the warm-up to be specific to the movement you're doing. So now we're going to be doing 2 warm-up sets. You guys saw I did 1 bodyweight warm-up set before this. Now I'm going to do 1 weighted set. I'm just going to strap on a 35-pound plate. Got the 35-pound on right now. I'm going to do 1 warm-up set, 8 reps again, just to get the body acclimated to some load. And then we're going to jump right into the working sets, guys. Alright guys, getting into the first working set. So like I said, we're going to be primarily working strength work first. So I'm strapping on 120 pounds for the dips. You guys watched the pull video when I was working at 120 pounds. I was failing on 1 rep of 120 pound pulls. So I said, let's keep it at 120 pounds for dips and let's try to work in that 5 rep range. So we got 135, another 35, which I'm going to strap on right now. We got a 25. That's 95. And then we got 1 more 25 to make it 120 pounds. So 2 35-pound plates, 2 25-pound plates. You guys can do the math. That's 120. Aiming for 3 to 5 reps, 3 to 5 sets right now. Let's go. and capping it at 3. I could have pushed out for 100%, but again, I want to hit 3 steady reps every set now. So remember, 3 to 4 minute breaks now. Remember, we're working very high loads right now, high intensity. In order for us to produce that max effort, we're going to have to let the ATP and the creatine energy system return back to baseline. So I'm going to really recover between each set. I'll go for 4 total sets of 3 reps right now. Let's go. Alright guys, second set, took 3-minute break between set 1 and set 2. Let's get a strong 3. Alright guys, third set, buck 20 strapped on. Let's go, strong 3. And remember guys, if your sole focus on training is calisthenics, meaning all you do is body weight training, and that doesn't mean I'm excluding weighted work, right? Weighted sets, obviously is still calisthenics, it's still body weight training with load. What I mean is if you guys don't go to the gym and use barbells or dumbbells, the best exercise that you guys can do for chest is going to be a dip or a dip variation, a weighted variation, right? Because that's going to be the #1 compound movement that you guys can focus on for building a stronger chest. Push-ups are going to be a great exercise too. Remember, you're going to have more body to surface area. That means your hands and your feet are on the floor. Here it's just your hands supporting your whole body. So the load and the gravity on your chest and body weight is going to be greater and harder in dips, right? So if you're only doing calisthenics, you guys are going to have to get really good and strong at dips if you guys want to progressively get a stronger and bigger chest. So focus on weighted dips. That's the purpose of training different types of modalities, right? You train strength for a period of time, you train volume, hypertrophy for a period of time, and then you switch up to endurance, right? All 3 modalities are important. What you don't focus on the most is what you should focus on next, right? So say you spend all your time, every session you're doing weighted work in that 1 to 5 rep range. Eventually, you're going to have a law of diminishing returns where if you switch up to some hypertrophy style rep training for a few weeks, you're going to notice an increase in muscle size. That's why I like to switch it up and keep the movements consistent, but each session has a different focus, right? So today, the dips main focus is heavy strength training, right? The next focus session for dips will probably be more volume, where I'm working with that 70-pound kettlebell again, trying to hit more hypertrophy rep ranges. And then the session after that, more body weight, lower weight, lower intensity, higher rep ranges, right? Remember, intensity refers to load. So if I'm just doing body weight dips, the rep ranges are going to have to be a lot harder. If I only have a 20-pound vest on, the rep ranges are going to have to be a lot higher, right? If I have the 70-pound on, that's going to bring the intensity way up, and I'm going to be back down into that hypertrophy rep range. So each focus session, you have a different style of training, but the movements stay consistent. You cycle it back and forth, right? That's how you always notice progress. So let's get into the 4th set of weighted dips. Let's go. Remember, make every rep look the same from set 1 to your last set. So that was 4 sets. I said I was only going to do 4 sets, but I'm moving the 3 reps pretty smooth. I'm going to go for 5 sets of 3. Next session, 5 sets of 4 with the 120, always progressively overloading. Let's go. All right, guys, like I said, 2 main exercises for the muscle building chest workout. We hit 5 total sets of weighted dips. Now we're gonna hit 5 total sets of ring push-ups. The reason why I'm gonna be going on the rings is to make the intensity a little higher, meaning my body weight a little harder, so I can work in that 6 to 12 rep range. Now I will be slowing down the tempo as well as hitting some pause repetitions. This way I stay in that 6 to 12 rep range. Remember, I told you, there's many ways to vary intensity when working with your body weight, right? Do slower reps. Do 3-second eccentric, 1-second pause, 1 second concentric rep, right? Do 12 reps that style if you have no access to added weight. Now, if you guys are doing floor push-ups, I definitely recommend doing them weighted. Throw a vest on, throw a plate on your back so you can stay in that 6 to 12 rep range. Remember, hypertrophy work, the time under tension ideally is gonna be longer than it would be strength training. Hitting those sets of 3 reps, I'm only on the dip bar for, let's say, 15 to 20 seconds tops, right? Then I'm taking a nice 3 to 4 minute break in between each set. So the work to rest ratio is very low work, very high rest, right? Now, we're gonna do more hypertrophy style training where the time of detention for each set is more in that 30 to up to 60 second mark, and the break periods are gonna stay pretty consistent, maybe a 2 to 1. So if we're working for 45 seconds, we'll probably rest 90 seconds. If we're working for a minute, we may rest tops 2 minutes, right? So it's a lot closer 2 to 1 rest to work ratio. Hypertrophy work again, more time on detention. So if you guys are doing body weight and push-ups on your floor, do them loaded, throw a weight on your back, get a vest on. This way you can stay in that 6 to 12 rep range. And if you have access to 0 weights, you don't have a vest, you don't have plates to put on your back, you guys can do explosive clap push-ups, anything to make the push-up variation harder so you fall in that 6 to 12 rep range. So, set 1, let's go. All right, so I actually caught 15 reps. Remember, don't get set in stone when people say 6 to 12 reps is hypertrophy and 1 to 5 is strength, right? Because it will vary, right? Remember, hypertrophy can be done up to like 25 reps. All depends on the intensity of the load that you're working with, right? So 15 reps, you can see I'm out of breath now. It was still anaerobic. I wasn't getting much oxygen to the muscles at all. Now let's just say I was able to push out 30 repetitions and talk to you guys while doing those ring push-ups. That would be more endurance work, right? That means it would be too easy for me. I'm not really stimulating muscle breakdown or muscle growth. So remember, that's key, guys. When you're natural, you guys gotta minimize the cortisol levels in the body. All this muscle breakdown, the heavy load on your body, right? As soon as you're lifting those heavy weight for that strength work, adrenaline, cortisol, that's all gonna be elevated in the body to help you push those reps out. Now with this hypertrophy work, you're gonna keep those cortisol levels elevated. But if you keep doing more and more and more after these 5 sets, remember 10 sets total is all I'm gonna be hitting today. If I would do more and more and more breakdown, eventually the muscle's gonna break down too much and it's not gonna recover. Cortisol levels are gonna be way too elevated and it's gonna put my body in more of a stressed out state where I'm not optimally functioning and I'm not gonna be feeling my best. So you wanna do effective volume and effective intensity each session. 2 main workouts that I'm giving all my effort to. Anything I did after this would have a drop off. If I had cables or bands, maybe I'd do a little bit of accessory fly work, but I'm not even gonna need it. It's not gonna be necessary, guys. 2 main movements, strong and effective and intense every set. 4 more sets to go. want you guys to notice each one of these ring sets of 15 reps are lasting minimum 35 seconds. So we're taking at least 2 to 3 seconds on each rep for the full 15 reps. That's the difference between hypertrophy training and strength training. Remember, strength training, you're on the bar or whatever you're doing for a short amount of time. Hypertrophy, you're trying to increase that time under tension. So we're taking 35, 40-second sets and about 90-second break period in between each set here to really keep that 2-to-1 work to rest ratio. Alright guys, set 5, 15 reps a clip on the ring push-ups, 2-minute strict break in between each set. You guys could look, each set is taking around 40 to 50 seconds, really focusing on slow reps, and that's the benefit of the rings, guys. You can go deeper than you would be able to do on the floor, right? As well as y'all notice, every rep, I'm coming in, bringing my hands close together, bringing the humerus across the body, getting that full contraction of the chest. Let's go, guys. Look at that. That 15th rep on set 5 was tough. Pretty much muscle failure right there. Maybe I would have caught 16 or 17 reps, but the probably would have been sloppy. Look guys, 10 total working sets, right? 5 sets focusing on strength work, 5 sets working in that higher volume hypertrophy rep range, right? Getting the best of both worlds. So remember, next time we're back at this cycle for strength for weighted dips, which will probably be 2 or probably 3 chest sessions from now. Remember, next focus will be more volume work with weighted dips with the 70. After that, body weight reps, probably more you'll see me doing the barbarian requirement type training. That'll be done on more of the upper body day where I'm really making the intensity for my body weight higher by working those circuits, those 5-minute drills, those barbarian requirements. Trying to get a lot of reps done, a lot of work done in a short amount of time. Remember, the time plays for everything. This workout took long. 5 sets of strength and then 5 sets of hypertrophy took me about 50 minutes. The strength set alone took the majority of the workout up. Because again, I'm taking 3-4-minute breaks in between each set, going in fresh. I told you guys, if you're training smart and hard, you should be hitting every muscle group 2 to 3 times a week. And every set, every workout session, every exercise you're doing for a particular muscle group should have full focus, full energy, so every set is efficient. You're not doing wasted repetitions. You're not going to see me hitting sets of 100 clip push-ups for numerous sets, right? Remember, to get to 100, the first 50 might be relatively easy. Then I got to go through 50 reps to get some hard reps in. Not the most effective way of muscle building. There's a time and a place for everything. Hope you guys enjoyed this routine. Told you, all you need is a dip bar and the floor or a pair of rings. 10 sets, you guys can see I got a crazy pump in the chest right now. Work is done for the day. You go in, you make progress, stimulate muscle protein synthesis, and that's the key to longevity. That's the key to always making progress, right? You do too much, like I said, it's going to have a drawback effect where it's going to set you up for failure. You're not going to be able to recover from it. And every time you're going to just look to do almost match what you did the time before, right? Because you're never going to be able to make that progress. No need to rush the work either, guys. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. If you guys start jumping up way too fast, you're going to plateau and injure yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this routine. Muscle building chest workout, hitting strength and hypertrophy and a little bit of endurance. Because remember, 15 reps a clip, 2-minute breaks does get more endurance work in as well. So, Like always, guys, like the video. It really helps the algorithm. Happy holidays to all you guys. I'm going to be doing a really big program for you guys soon where I'm going to be just looking for literally 10 people because I'm going to be literally working with you guys one-on-one. And I'm going to guarantee you guys results. If you guys don't get the results that you want from me, personal training from me will be free. So I'll let you guys know more about that in the next video. But remember, guys, if you guys are really interested in making a lifestyle change, physique changes, getting into your health and fitness, getting it locked in, I'm going to be working with 10 people, men or women, but it has to, literally, I can only pick 10 because I'm by myself, guys. I can't work with too many people and be effective for you guys. I want it to be hands-on as much as possible. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, like the video, share the video. It really helps the algorithm out, helps my channel grow. Like it, like I said, please leave a comment. I always comment back. If you have a question, leave it in the comment section. I'll answer back. Like always, guys, peace out. BARNATURALS.
I die, I'm top 3. For I die, I'm top 3. For I die, look.